Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be building another light tank. This one's going to be the Heptile, the advanced version of what you saw in my first video. Basically, I wanted it to have rockets, which is going to be CC I focus on after the main gun. But it has the issue of, later on I added an autocannon that is piston propelled, so that I have longer range with the high fire rate. The issue is that fire rate and that range advantage of the autocannon makes it so the rockets, when I look like 90 degrees while driving forwards, will shoot off my own gun barrel, which is unacceptable for a tank. So I have decided to go with miniguns, which you'll see when I basically go battle it. Because I'm 90% sure rockets do deal more damage than tank cannons, so I really wanted that, but it seems that was not gonna happen. I think it took me around 20 minutes to build this thing, minus the decals and like the autocannon, just this frame that you'll see. Probably took me another like 30 minutes to get the autocannon working or something. And I'm right then. So if you want to do it properly, the autocannon and piston propel, you do need to just use logic blocks. And time the logic blocks accordingly with the pistons. And to do the piston propelling, you gotta do -100 speed on the pistons. Give it the red input, and that will make the pistons go faster, allowing you to shoot your projectiles faster. Mostly used for tank cannons. But the non-aim assist ones, because if you use that with aim assist, it'll throw off the aim assist and you'll actually probably miss more if you use the aim assist. So that's generally why I don't use the aim assist, and plus it's more fun not to. So I'm putting in some like armor, trying to. So I found if you don't connect blocks together for armor, it can like protect a little better. Because like the damage won't spread through the blocks because they're not connected. That's what I do in the front, is I'm gonna put some like pipes or rounded tube things to basically separate the front plate from everything else. And it's pretty effective. Like honestly, this thing can survive more shots than I thought it would. So there's the armor right there. And then yeah. Pretty much, it's not difficult armor, it's not the best armor. Anchor pin armor is the best for like 1 to 2 cannons, but above that the anchor pins like just don't do it. Because damage like gets much stronger the more cannons you have. It exponentially gets better instead of it just being like, oh yeah, 4 cannons, it's like, it might be like 5. I don't know, it's weird. But for some reason, autocannons do even more damage. So, you know, makes sense. Finally working on the turret. Yeah, I don't really know what I was trying to go for other than the last tank. But I want the gun farther back on this one. So as you saw, I moved it back. And also, if you don't want, if you want your turrets to be stronger and stuff, don't use pistons with your aiming servos. So I found if you use distance sensors, because they don't have a connection but they're like slightly higher, you can just put them like at the turret ring, either inside the turret or outside, like on your hull. The hull is generally less glitchy, but it doesn't really matter as long as it works. You can use any logic block, but I just use distance sensors. And if you don't want them activating, you can set them, as you'll see in a bit, to 0 distance with measurement mode and 0 output, and they won't glow. Or you can just put decals over them, doesn't really matter. This thing sadly got kind of a flat, square body, but it looks fine when it's all decaled up later on. So I really wanted it to be like a faster, speedy tank. So that's why it's kind of got decent aerodynamics, which I kind of fixed later on. Finally putting in the rockets to use, but at this stage it works just fine. They don't collide with the gun when they're shot. But eventually, once I had that autocannon, it moves the gun forward like 2 whole blocks, and it's not good. It does not work out whatsoever. I think that's all I gotta say. I'll let you guys watch the rest of the building, and I'll see you on the flip side. Alright everyone, welcome back from the building session. This turned out to be all another day for recording this video because I was trying to do this with my Discord, but it turned to be chaos, so that recording has been scrapped. But I've finished up all the decals. I've also had to remove the rockets, sadly, and I really wanted them because I did this. I did piston boosting on a autocannon, which does more damage for the autocannon, and it gives me more range with the piston boosting. So it does that. We got our miniguns. We did a lot of decal work back here because I guess it's kind of easy for me to just do that. Some decal work in the front. I kind of wanted this to be a bigger version of the helix here. So it's a bit wider, it's a little bit longer, and basically kind of elongated turret, but we don't have the raised back part. I'm gonna try to get this battle underway here. Get them all
ready. Take this guy on my team. So this thing tops out about 120 miles per hour. Let's start the battle here. So the server's a little laggy now. And this vehicle does have one train engine, so I can get through the water a little easier than most people. It's shallow, at least I can just drive through it. Seems the lag is gone as well. Tank steering mechanism does make it kind of hard to drive, just due to how much it stops the tires. There's that tank I've seen it. I think it's a workshop tank. I've seen it around. I'm gonna take out the guy in the artillery tank. Dang, I got shot, so now I cannot repair. Quite annoying. This guy out. I do have the range advantage. Too much range advantage. That's gonna be a little. I'm gonna head down here for this guy that's approaching me. And there's that guy. I kind of honestly recommend at least putting one level of piston boosting if it's just one piston and you don't do the timed guns like this. It does make aiming for longer distances more accurate. You just gotta keep in mind that your guns automatically are gonna aim slightly up, and it does make your gun barrel slightly longer, so you won't have as much gun pressure. But other than that, it's a pretty effective tool. So that's one down out of like 3. I have a feeling they're gonna come from up here. Teammates somewhere got down there. think this is gonna be a GG since it's not because I'm the team. Rule stuff. We're seriously not ready yet. Let's get this over with. Of course you don't feel safe. I'm on the ground. Okay. Just select that. Suck. There should be a tool somewhere. So one right there to the
Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Remember, we're all Trailmakers.